endlessly searching for an original
to Nightless. And the reason I'm on screen and not the fucking unicorn is because he did art of me. Huh. Let's continue. So we have vampires on the loose. Unfortunately, Nikaria did spoil something for me, but I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. Let's see now. Or a massive guinea pig cage. Oh my god, I'd be able to make a big area in one of these houses. They have a big old living room near the kitchen. You know, there's big fucking living room. I can make the guinea pig such a big area. I'm so excited. But again, it all depends on things and how things go. So I think we're supposed to go to the Institute? Let's see. By the way, do you guys hear a voice in the background? Be honest, do you guys hear somebody else in the background? I know it's an impromptu stream. Okay, good. Let me know if you hear an echo of the game or anything. I know you guys hear the dog. He's standing by my door barking. I can't do anything about him. Alright, so let's attend class. I think she's going to be here. There's Rachel. Her eyes look sad all through class. You don't have to be very smart to know she's preoccupied. Occasionally, your gazes match, but she avoids you. Once class is over, you decide to approach. Hey, Anon. Where to? Rachel starts walking. Hold on, do you guys see my mouse when I'm in the game? No, you don't. Okay, good. I did set that right. She doesn't utter a word the whole way. Your footsteps lead you to the beach. She starts to take off her clothes. You watch her closely. It's obvious that underneath her clothes, she is wearing something else. There he is. Some sort of blue swimsuit with stockings above her knees that look like they were made of the same material. As she looks out at the sea, she starts talking to you. My father used to bring me to the beach to train. He loved martial arts. He had a gym here in town. Where is your father? In Europe. He works there most of the year. At the gym? Yes, he has several spread out in various cities. That's nice, isn't it? Yeah, of course. I love that my father can do what he loves. And your mother? With him. They're inseparable. And why are you alone in the city? I'm no child. Besides, I wanted to take the adult courses to get access to other things I want to do. Let's just say I wasn't a very good student in the past. I want to work with my father. I understand. What happened at the hospital? When I woke up, the doctors told me that they had found me here. The people who found me simply vanished. Apparently, I had taken a blow to the head, fallen from the promenade. Some people said they saw me running away from 4 men. The description fits the vampires. Did you know them before? The last thing I remember was meeting these people here. For some reason, I don't have much memory of what I was doing with them. Just scattered images of having drinks, walking the streets. You know what I'm trying to say? I think so. After that, I don't know, I panicked. I can't get out of my head that they wanted to do something to me. But when they ran away and saw the people, they stopped. Sorry, there's voices in the background, it's throwing me off. I see them from time to time in the arcade, in the metro, watching me, waving at me from afar. I know they want to finish what they started. That's why I train every night. Rachel, you think carefully about what you're going to say next. Let's see now. They're not vampires. Rachel, the blow to the head has given you amnesia. The professor told me that your attitude had changed quite a bit since you showed up with the wounds. I think you and those boys were friends. What are you saying? I'm saying that it makes the most sense to me. Don't be silly. Do you want us to get killed? No one is going to kill anyone, Rachel. Vampires already extinct. You have no idea what's going on. What's going on is that you're a coward. Rachel, be responsible, please. Get the hell out of here or I'll beat you stupid. I knew I couldn't count on you. Just as you're about to answer Rachel, something unexpected happens. Maybe you were too focused on the conversation, but it seems like out of nowhere that bunch of guys from the arcade showed up. Rachel's grabbed from behind by a muscular, long-haired man. Oh, shit. From behind you, 3 more people appear. 2 from the side and 1 from the opposite side. They were all smiling and you can see their sharp fangs. Yep, vampires extinct, yet those guys have sharp fangs, yes. Rachel has a distinct expression of surprise. Well, the odd couple. Hey, let go of her! Shut up! For some reason, your blood is suddenly running cold. Watch and learn how the pros play the game, amateur. You think it's normal? The other day's little number from the train? The rest of them are laughing maliciously. Leave him alone. He's got nothing to do with it. Oh, that's a classic comment. But I'm sure you're not expecting my response, Rachel. You can go, asshole. You can go, you asshole. You look at Rachel and the vampire is not knowing what to do. Even though your whole body is telling you to run away, you muster up your willpower. You stay where you are. Wait, did I remember to save? Let me double check. I did, good. Rachel seems nervous, nothing like the attitude she had when you first met her. What do you want from me? Poor Rachel. Don't you remember? You now realize what some vampires are looking puzzled. What a good actress. The tone of the vampire speaking changed slightly. He seems genuinely surprised. Anyway, we had a pact. You would serve as our entertainment and we could teach you vampire techniques, remember? One of the vampires is clearly holding in laughter. You can see how Rachel is surprised, as if she just remembered something. Entertainment? By all accounts, it looks like the vampires have forgotten about you. Suddenly, you watch as the vampires you've been talking to hold out his hands. Rachel's tits squeeze against each other because of the vampire's hands. Rachel's moan catches you by surprise. The rest of the vampires are also taken by surprise, except for that one who is gripping her tits tightly. I knew you liked it hard, Rachel. You told me that. You told me so yourself. Shut the fuck up, assholes. You watch as the vampires force Rachel to undress, removing her swimsuit for the help of the others. Surprised, you don't know what to do. The thing has gone too far. Hey, stupid. Don't you guys realize he doesn't remember anything? He's not acting. Rachel's a dude. The vampires are looking at you in surprise. Rachel seems to come out of some kind of trance. What are you saying? Rachel! What's going on? Easy. You cover her up, let her get dressed. You point at the muscle man, and surprised, he instantly listens to you. Rachel, you really don't remember us? Rachel draws a eureka expression on her face, as if all of a sudden she remembers who these people are. Oh God. Albert? How could I have forgotten? You're so kind, Anon. I don't know how to tell we didn't notice. I don't know how the hell... You know what? Wrong voice. I don't know how the hell we didn't notice. You and Albert have a drink in the restaurant at the Impulse. The others escort Rachel home. Everything, absolutely everything, has an explanation. Rachel, I'd met these guys a few months ago. She had met them at the arcade and soon bonded with them over a shared passion. Acting. Both Rachel and they loved role-playing games. And coincidentally, fake fangs were part of the game. Rachel's passion attracted them, and they began to play studiously together. After a night of drinking and gambling, Rachel ended up having sex with them. A very pleasant experience, one that she repeated on other occasions. So much is the trust they forged that she revealed one of her sexual fantasies to them: to be subjected by a group of vampires, to be defeated and fucked on the beach. So they decided that the next session of their game would have that basis for their interpretation. Nights on end playing vampires until the fateful night of Rachel's accident. In the middle of Rachel's martial arts practice, they ambushed her and she playfully decided to run away. While trying to climb up the boardwalk from the beach, Rachel miscalculated and fell hard on top of some rocks, hitting her head. The injury didn't seem too serious, but she was taken to the hospital. When we left her there at the beach, the doctor told us not to worry. Then we left Rachel. When we left, then we left. Rachel was sleeping and there was little we could do. We thought it was fun to carry on with the role afterwards. Not by any stretch of the imagination did we think Rachel was no longer playing. Rachel had taken on the role of the vampire slayer, and they had taken on the role of the group of vampires. They were following her around and watching her, and she was still getting into the role without being aware that it was a game. I'm glad it's all cleared up. Yeah, me too. I feel pretty silly now. Don't blame yourself. I feel the same way. On the subway, when you told me to stop following you, there I had real doubts. Well, let me explain. I meant that a lot of people were picking on us for role-playing and getting dressed like that. They've called us everything. That's why some of us started going to the gym. If they saw a group with someone muscled up, they would think twice before picking on us. Rachel had also taught us some martial arts. We thought you were just another jerk out to be a nuisance. Until we saw you leaving the arcade with Rachel, then we thought you were playing games too. Makes sense. By the way, should we keep this voice? Maybe we should stop role-playing? Why? Well, you've seen what happened. What nonsense. If everyone stopped doing what they liked because problems came up from time to time, no one would do anything. It was just bad luck, that's all. But Rachel could have done something reckless. Right. Just like people who go on the road, or people who do drugs, or people who play certain sports. Anyone can get hurt at any time. I don't think it has anything to do with you guys playing vampires. Unfortunately, life is full of unpleasant consequences, but that's no reason not to enjoy it. Besides, you guys do it so well. Maybe it could be a career outlet. You're so kind, Alanon. The truth is that we also prepare plays. We don't get much out of it, but that's a start. You smile. Anyway, Anon, I'm glad you were there. We were flabbergasted when you called a halt to everything. Hey, thanks a lot. Rachel's a great friend, and the last thing we wanted to do was for her to have a bad time. You don't have to give them. Albert stands up, smiles at you, revealing his fake fangs, and walks away. You're left alone in the restaurant. Now you feel a huge wave of relief. This situation was starting to get to you. You came to the city to escape danger, not to jump headlong into it. Now more relaxed, you think of Rachel's naked body. Her tan, sweaty skin, her surprised expression, a real beauty. At least you got to see her naked. You stand up, your body feels lighter. Except for the crotch, you curse your vivid imagination. You head back to your apartment. Rachel's at the door of your building. Rachel? She looks nervous. Anon, I wanted to apologize to you personally for everything that happened. And you wanted to do that just on my doorsteps? Come on in. There we go. By the way, he is working on the next update. Once inside, you prepare a cup of coffee and offer it to her. For a while, you enjoy the muffled sound of the city. The relief of knowing that no one is in intimate danger and each other's presence. Rachel breaks the silence. I'm so sorry, Anon. Now I feel really silly. But are you feeling better? Yes. I've been talking to my friends on the way home. I feel like when you get drunk and the next day you can't remember much. You know what I mean? I should grab my drink. Hold on. Sorry about that. My shirt got caught. You sure do. Yeah, sure. Well, I'm sorry. Don't apologize. It was fun. Albert actually seems like a nice guy. You're lucky to have friends you get along with so well. Well, if there's anything I can do for you, don't hesitate to ask. Let me see. Let me see your swimsuit again? Ah. Doesn't that sound good to you? No, it's not that. It's just I wasn't expecting it. Oh, you know what? No, we should friend zone this motherfucker first, shouldn't we? Guys, should we go right into it, or should we friend zone him this episode and the next episode go for it? I feel like the friend zone's always the funniest. Also, is that the pants look like Fallout, which I think he did do a Fallout game or a comic. Nikari is always awesome. He's really a sweet guy. I cannot say enough good things. Nikari, if you're watching this, I could use some new artwork from your awesome ass. Are you doing commissions? Yep, friend zone. Friend zone the fucker. Rachel looks at you smiling. For some reason, she looks disappointed at you. God damn, you're bad at this, people. Strangely, without knowing why, Rachel never spoke to you again, ever. She walked past you with a mixture of shame and regret. You don't understand that attitude, or you do, but you don't like what it shows about her. Anyway, there are rumors about that she's going to Europe soon. Better for you. Rachel, Fantasies at Nightfall, end. So that's it. That's the bad one. Next week we will do the good one, guys. That is fucking amazing. I love that he does that. All right, give me a second.